Morning. We're back at it. This one kept me up a little bit last night. Pissed me off. But we got the torches out here. I got my slide hammer. We're gonna get this pin pulled. Quickly get it welded up. Then hook up to the header and see what the header's like. I don't know. It'll be dicey if we get it going. Oh man, is this thing ever seized. We got it moving though and broke it free here and here, and now it's just seized on that middle ball. So we'll get the torch on it again, heat it up, see if we can't get this thing moving. Holy smokes. I always bring this in my combine for this end. I never use that end, but this end is handy for a lot of things. Managed to get it all out, one piece. One piece being this. I was worried I was gonna break this, and I kind of need it. So now we'll take everything to the main yard, bring the torches back, and we'll weld it. It's 9:50. We wanted to get combining by 10. I just didn't think I would be combining. Maybe there's a sliver of hope. We're gonna weld this thing up, get back out there, hook up to the header, and see how that is. I'm scared to look. This is where it broke. Rusted here, so there's cracks. And it looked like maybe this year it's been cracking a bit more. And then right here where it's rough, probably like a third of the joint, it looks like where it actually snapped off on me. So it's been going for a while. Let's get her put back together, boys. We got our bevel ground on one side. We're gonna tack weld this on this side. Then we're gonna cut the bevel on this piece, weld in this area, grind back, cut it back on this side, weld in this area. Then it should be strong. I am currently extremely paranoid about this snapping again, just because I never thought about that, and it's a new fear unlocked. So we're doing a really good job. We got some good heat. This is thick metal. Let's get some good penetration. If it snaps again, it's not gonna be right there. I'm trying my best. It is welding up very nicely, which I love to see it. So we'll fill in this side, grind out, bevel the bottom, do that, and then head back to the field. All right, we're gonna get this thing hooked back up. And I'm gonna use this, hopefully I can get it close enough, to help tighten this gap. Because when it broke, it pulled down and it kind of bent this. And I don't know, things in there might not be healthy, but we're gonna see if it all works. I think this is all we need to kind of just get it going. And hopefully on the ride here, yeah, the pin's a little bit cooler, beefy weld job, and cleaned up this pin, and it was in bad shape from pulling it. So let's get her back together. Coming back together very nicely. And this is the first time that these pivots have ever been not seized, and I think that might also not have been helping this, because this one is seized, this one's seized, this one we loosened up with the torch. Like it's really nice now. This one's still pretty tight, but we're soaking it and we got it moving. So I don't know, I think that should help. We're getting out here to the header. I know the adapter plate is all bent up, so if we can hook up, which I hope we can, the header won't sit straight or flat or whatever, but it'll be interesting to see it in the day, and yeah, see what happens. So it all really kind of got screwed up yesterday, but I think what happened, it might have looked worse than it is, which is always good and usually the case. Broke both the bottom bolts for the adapter, and then the two top bolts pivot. And I think those snapped and kind of everything got pushed and went funny, but maybe it's just bolts moving and snapping instead of things actually getting bent, which would be fantastic. Also, gotta get rid of all the mud, because as soon as that top link broke, I had it tilted all the way back, and when it's all the way back, the nose cones are just a bit above level, pointing up. And when that thing snapped, I mean, it had so much travel. Nose cones pointed down, dug into the dirt, stopped the combine in its tracks, which is amazing, because I was going like 5 miles an hour. I was clipping. Yeah. But I don't know, maybe just all the dirt hanging on them made them look worse as well. Instead of being super bent, maybe they were just being pushed down. We'll hook up. I know the nose cones are definitely L-tweaky. Like, that ain't it, but maybe we can just hook a chain on it, bend it straight, and deal with that later. Yeah. This one's not that bad. We'll see if we can make something work. I am blown away. The nose cones are definitely not perfect, but they are way better than they looked like, because there's a big pile of mud there and then a bunch here, and it was like, but you get the mud off there, not bad. This side we'll need to pull out just a little bit maybe. And this side we'll just get aggressive on. But based off of the nature of the pan header, I think it should be all right. Not gonna be pretty, but let's just get through the year. Honestly, finish this field, fix it next week when it rains so we can do ours. So you're just driving along like this, and this is with the link all the way up. I mean, the adapter plate's moved, so it's not sitting where it was. But then that link breaks, and it just goes, and you stop. And now it's like, oh, I don't even want to drive full speed. What if it happens again? We're getting this thing dialed in with the truck. Pulled out this bad one here. Now we can get in at the front here and try and pull this whole nose cone over and out. We just need to make a little gap here. And then I got to clean off all the rest of the dirt. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's not bad. We'll back up and see what it looks like with pressure off. I mean, shoot, we're getting somewhere. And then we can just, you know what, you'll be fine just like that. It's perfect. All right, now, got things kind of dialed in, as much as it can be after that. Let's try and run it, I guess, and see if everything spins. It looks like, honestly, the frame, this is a seriously solid built header. And like the nose points and the corners is where it's weak, so that's kind of all that took a damage, and I think the drivetrain of it still all pretty good. Nice going, reel spinning, auger spinning. Doesn't feel fantastic, but it's going. We got some bolts in the bottom. They're not the right ones. They're metric bolts, but hopefully we can get through the day. Now I've got these top bolts loose. We're trying to straighten up this frame. It's not going to be necessarily perfect, but it's going to be a lot better. So I just told you guys I never use this as an actual wrench, but right here, it doesn't fit perfect, but it's the only thing I got. So it worked well. The plate's pretty straight. We're going to hook up. Once we hook up, it'll sit where it wants. We'll tighten these bottom bolts. And shoot then, bud, we're going to go combining. Also, I don't know, I'll get a hammer on there. Try and bend that down a bit. We'll see. Well, it's all hooked up fairly decently, I'd guess. That one's a little screwy, but I can smell smoke. It might be something in the feeder house from when I was using the torch right there. So we're gonna quickly wash this thing down, and then we're gonna go and try it, I guess. And I gotta use a hammer and just bang out all those points because they're all full of dirt. Just resetting the clock on the fires. So to the sunflowers we go. Dad's been fighting a good slow fight with his 20-foot header. So let's help him out, if it works. I hope it works. Let's see what happens. We're gonna take her slow at first. Seems to be working all right. Maybe that end row is a little harder on the sunflowers, but one or two here and there, I guess, not the end of the world. We'll see how things hold up. I mean, it's better than I thought we'd be doing. It's currently 12:45. I've done 4, this is my 4th pass now. Seems to be working good. We're going back at 5 miles an hour. I'm not even gonna say we're gonna have a good day. I don't know what's gonna happen. And it's classic end of harvest shenanigans. But not gonna lie, I was kind of choked up when this thing fell off, and like I was looking at it outside in the dark, and it just looked twisted. I was sad. This header has been now, before it fell off, which is not the header's fault. It had done like 300-400 acres without a hitch. It has been performing well, and there's not many of them out there, and I would totally buy one again. It does a fantastic job. The reel really helps because you run it low and it just keeps shoveling everything into the knives, and it's a darn good header, and we got a lot of capacity out of it in the combine. So I was looking last night before I knew how bad it was for headers like these for sale, and there's just nothing out there. They're pretty slim picking. So I think it's at a point, and obviously when something happens in the dark, you can't see as well. It was hooked up to the combine, everything looks screwed up. Thought it was bad, and it wasn't great, but it was a lot better than I expected. So I'm very happy with that. And sounds like we're gonna get an inch of rain tomorrow, so then I should have the whole week to get this thing back in good working condition for our last field of sunflowers, and it's mine and my brother's. It is so windy out, I think it just blew my roof open. Little buddy must have been playing in here and unlocked it, and I just see that thing tipping over. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm sure it looks fantastic from the outside. Yeah, we'll have to do something about that. Oh yeah, that's gonna be neat. Oh, get down here. Now the question is it locked? It is. I'm like, what is going on here? Chipping away. A couple hours left. Today is the kind of day that if something does start smoking, it'll go quick, because we got like 60-70K winds. So we're trying to keep the water truck as close to the cut we're in as possible. We're kind of moving it as we go. And yeah, we just don't want issues. And at the rate we're going, I'm sure there'll be something, but let's not burn a combine. This is the last of my dad's harvest for 2025. Maybe an hour and a half here. Actually, you know, I'm not even gonna say it. I just think everything's gonna break on me right now. I've been led to think that, but hey, we're still making good progress. Yesterday was a tough one, I tell you, but you just keep pushing on to the next one. So, I mean, everyone's just been kind of keeping up. Trucks have just been kind of keeping up. Grain cart, we're doing our best. It's coming off pretty good. And I'm just happy that this thing is working. Like, I think now I'm pretty confident. Like, we'll have to buy some parts and get it fixed up properly, but it won't be too bad. We are all full waiting on trucks, so good time to get out and smell for fires, that sort of thing. So let's go take a walk around. Everything smells good. We got a truck showing up. So between that truck, the grain cart, one more tandem, and the combines, we should be able to fit the rest of what's out there because they're moving bins now, and that's gonna slow everything down. We are ready and waiting, my guy. Now let's just not hit anything. Nice. Here's our current situation. Only a little bit left. We are like well below 10% fuel, so I'm gonna have to shut down soon. We didn't fuel up this combine this morning because we honestly just didn't think it would be going. So I guess good problem to have, but it's where we're at, and I'm hoping before I have to shut down, like hopefully half an hour, the field will be done, but we'll see how it goes. I just got going again, and now there's something going on with the grain cart auger. I don't know. We're gonna go over there and check it out. I just want to be done this field, man. PTO's turning, cross auger disengaged, nothing's coming out here. I don't know, did we lose another gearbox or what happened? Well, that piece that runs the top flighting versus the bottom, it also broke. We have that one. I have that one in stock at home though, so that's good news, I guess. It's not doing anything today though. So we had realized that that piece was bent. We ordered one. It's sitting in my shop. We're gonna finish the field. There's a couple passes left. If we have to unload into the semi without the grain cart, so be it. And then this week we're gonna fix the header. And we will fix the grain cart and get things ready to go for the next field. I kind of thought like, hey, we'll probably make it through the day without too many more issues. Like yesterday was a gong show. We gotta have banked enough issues yesterday to get a free day today, but that wasn't the case. It's not a bad time though. There's 3 passes left. We won't need the grain cart, or it won't get full till we're done, and then we'll have a week here to fix stuff because of the rain, so it could be worse, right? What a great way to look at things. It could be worse. Could be worse. All right, like the last, we each got a pass. We're gonna finish our passes and we'll be done. I am so thankful to be getting this field done. It's been a nightmare with just breakdowns. And then we have 140 acres left of mine and my brother's sunflowers, and we will be done, and I am looking forward to being done harvest in the worst way. Got her done. There's actually still some room in the cart. Might not be for me, but that's pretty good. I'm like right out of fuel. That man right there is officially done harvest. You beat me, son of a gun. Oh, that was an eventful 2 days. Yeah. I don't know how, but it still smells like smoke right here from the feeder house, so we're gonna give it another shot with water. We're gonna really hose her down now that we're done. I really am amazed at how evenly everything broke down. Dad's combine, my grain cart, Dad's auger. That was a good stretch. That was impressive numbers, I'm telling you guys. Anyways, we got her finished up. One more field left. If you don't laugh, you cry, so we're all gonna laugh together. Anyways, appreciate you guys hanging out. See you on the next one.